finishing up really our fall camp portion of our fall practice. I think today was either practice 19 or 20. Forgive me, I've lost count. Last scrimmage, last full contact scrimmage of the fall, and I thought it was. I was real. I'll talk about kind of the good and the bad on each unit. I thought offensively I started slow. Silvers has been out with strep throat, and he didn't react very well to that today. Threw a couple good picks, or a couple bad picks that he shouldn't do. As a guy that's in his third year as a starting quarterback, should not throw those type of balls in a scrimmage situation. Pleased with the offense. Second half, come out for the second scrimmage in a row and really moved the ball up and down the field in the second half. Second part of the scrimmage, we went thud just because I didn't want to tackle, but I wanted guys to play 50 or more snaps. And I thought we did some nice things offensively in short yardage situation. Defensively, really proud of the guy, Blaze Brown, guy we moved over from receiver, put him at corner just during the fall camp. Made a great play, probably the best play we've had at corner all camp. He takes it in for a touchdown. Cam Melton scored a touchdown defensively. And then we had another pick by Demetrius Kane. So 3 interceptions by that first unit on defense. And we stress takeaways all the time. And those guys stepped up and did that today. They've got to do, on defense, we've got to do a better job in short yardage goal line situations, And we'll continue to work that. Good things, we got 2 weeks. Special teams, disappointing our specialists, how they performed. Expect more out of our snappers and our punters and our kickers. I didn't think we had a very good showing today. Those guys, the good thing is those guys have performed in games and done a nice job for us. So not losing confidence by any means, but just disappointed in how they went out here and performed today. So we need to put them, what it tells me is I've got to put them in some more live situations going forward. But didn't get any, no major injuries. We come out of this fall camp, as you could tell, we held some guys today. Offensively, I don't think we played an X or a Z that's ever played in a college football game. So a lot of inexperience, and that was part of the reason behind some of those interceptions. So, questions?
How are the wide receivers? I know Ish, Emmanuel, John, we're all.
Yeah, we're hopeful that Emmanuel he started practicing some, so we're optimistic. I guess the best way to say we're optimistic about Emmanuel getting back and playing. John will be practicing next week. Ish, we're waiting to hear back from the doctor on.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Javier Fry? He's opened some eyes the past 2 weeks and coming as a freshman.
Well, he was really good last week. Thought he did a nice job last week. We got him the ball in space. Today we didn't try to feature him as much. He had a really nice kickoff return. Had a couple MAs offensively. Not the same concentration level this week as he had last week, but he's a guy that we're going to try to get in space. We're going to try to get him touches, and he's earned that right in fall camp. Through these 19-20 practices, he's shown that he's ready to play as a true freshman.
Blaze Brown going to figure into the rotation at cornerback?
Yes, he definitely will. He played. We on purpose, we got him a lot of snaps. And today what we were doing, we were trying to put as many new faces, guys that are either new to our program or counting on for the first time. We tried to put them in some situations where they would show up, all right, and perform, or maybe would show some signs they weren't ready. And so we played him a lot with the ones at corner, and I thought he showed up a lot. And really pleased, really happy for him. Really been selfless through the whole transition. Saw himself as a wideout. He was behind some guys. We moved him to corner and done a great job. Moved him in the summer, learned the position, came in fall camp, been ready to play.
Coach, how can you use Javier in this offense with not many people knowing about him with this being his freshman year?
Well, we got to get him the ball. We got to understand what he can and can't do. He's not a guy that we're going to pound inside 20, 25 times. He's a guy that we got to get on the edge. He's a guy that we got to get involved in the screen game. We'll line him up out at wide out some. So we'll be creative to use him to get him the ball and also to be a decoy for us.
Any concerns about the offense starting slow last week, this week, and then?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of concerns. I think anytime if we're talking offense, as far as now, will we be productive? Will we be better than we were a year ago? Do I sit and think about the issues we have? Without question. We got some issues, but we're better. We're better than we were a year ago. Some of that is we're just better on defense right now. And, that's what I've been saying that all spring. We're better defensively than we are offensively, and the big reason is behind that is we got veterans on defense. If you look at us on offense, okay, we didn't play an X or a Z today that's ever played in a game for Troy, ever. Okay, the guys that played inside were Tavares McCormick, never played in a game at Troy. DeAndre Douglas was a part-time backup last year. Sam Letton never played in a game for Troy. Sidney Davis never played in a game for Troy. Offensive line-wise, we're playing a guy that's never played center before, and then we're playing a left guard who's playing in his first game, or never played in a game for Troy. So you look at it, we're talented, and that's what I was saying last week. We're talented, but it's going to take us a little bit of time to gel and figure everything out.
Coach, you mentioned them a little last week. How is our Darius Wesley going to fit into this offense?
I think it's to be determined. You know, we need those guys to step up. It's hard for me to say just watching it from the sideline today. I thought he played better today than he did a week ago, but I think it's too early to tell whether he's going to be in the mix or not.
How's the offensive line kind of looked, you know, to close out the fall portion of the camp?
They played better today than they did last week. Too many penalties, for sure. Too many penalties today. False starts, those type of things. Thought we protected the passer better. Probably didn't run the ball as well as we need to. Did a nice job in short yardage, though.
Brandon got out there, threw a couple picks today, but being added to that Manning Award watch list, what kind of accomplishment is that just for him personally?
Oh, I think first of all, our sports information department did a nice job getting him on that list. I think that's where a lot of credit needs to go for some of these watch lists. And so our sports information department, led by Adams, done a nice job getting his name out there. And it's time. I'm disappointed how he played today. Now, he did have strep throat, but I'm not giving him excuses. You know, he's a third-year starting quarterback. He needs to play better. It's frustrating for him at times because we got a lot of young people playing wideout. So he's going to have to grow. But I think it speaks to him. I think it tells that what I've been saying is he's ready to take the next step. So hopefully being on that watch list speaks further to that.